to go. Most definitely. So 7 seconds left to go. As that one was from downtown, and this will end the series, and Boston will move on in the playoffs as the Bruins eliminate the Maple Leafs. And for Toronto, the playoff drought continues for the Maple Leafs, as no doubt something will have to be done if they're going to move on in the playoffs here. Definitely a tough break. So Boston moving on. Yeah, they definitely are not. So Boston wins it 6-2 in the. They win it. So let's see. Boston was ahead. Toronto was ahead in shots, 30-27, 26-18 in hits favor Boston, and Toronto had a little bit more time of attack than Boston did. Passing though, Boston was a lot better, 76% to 63. Both teams had 12 minutes of penalty minutes. Boston turned one of those penalties into a power play goal, and they won 41-34 in face-offs in this game. For Pasternak, 1 goal, 2 assists for him. Rask with 28 saves in this game, and Miller with 1 goal in the game for Boston as they absolutely finish off the Maple Leafs in this game. So the fouls, let's see, Krug scored his 2nd goal in the first period, and then Nylander scored for Toronto, and then both guys got 5-minute majors for fighting, which was Martin and McQuaid, and that's how it was at halftime. And then second half, it was, what can you say, just another fight between McQuaid and Martin. And then Bozak scored his 2nd goal, and then Miller scored, and then Pasternak scored his 3rd goal. Spooner scored his 2nd, and then Nash and Carlo added in their 2 goals at the end to wrap it up for Boston in this series. So 5 goals in the 3rd period. My goodness, Boston was on fire. So needless to say, Mike, yes, the Canadians not doing very well, of course, for Toronto. Absolute frustration of knowing that another year they make the playoffs and another year they're not advancing any further. So that still leaves us with the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Tampa Bay Lightning and Washington and Carolina, and then St. Louis and Winnipeg in the series. These are the last 3 series, so I'm looking to see if we can get these 3 done and then prepare for the next round on our next go around. So as you can see, Dallas won their series in 5 games, Colorado won theirs in 5, Minnesota won theirs in 5, Boston the same thing, and Pittsburgh the only series that was a straight sweep, 4 games to none. So the big question is here tonight, between Tampa Bay and Columbus, who's going to, will they force Game 7, or will this go? So Columbus getting a goal there, so they are ahead 1-0 at the end of 1, and then Tampa Bay ties it 1-1. So 25-14 in favor of Columbus, and the shots there. Let's see how things go here in the 3rd period. Tampa Bay with 2:16 pulls ahead 2-1. So Tampa Bay looking to tie the series up here and send this one back to send it back to their home ice for Game 7 if they can hang on here at the end.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far. And more
So good game, Tampa Bay. Can they hold on here?
face-off win, and now what will they do with it? And he picks it up. Gets in, and he'll look over his options.
Nice takeaway for Tampa Bay. Nice attack here. And, ooh, boy, I tell you, we got some action here. So Tampa Bay trying to hang on here at the end, as Bishop will hang on to this with 46 seconds. Now Hedman and Johns tied with 17 big hits. Yep, Tampa is. Bishop 39 saves so far. Nice check out there. And trying to, and nice cover by the Columbus goaltender, so that will force a face-off in Columbus's zone. So nicely done by Tampa Bay in kind of getting rid of the puck, and then so quick shot there. Bobrovsky will just cover it. So 22 seconds. As the Blue Jackets looking to the Blue Jackets 40-34 Columbus winning. So now Columbus pulling their goalie. And again, nice. So 2 seconds. And that is off. And that is going to force Game 7 back home in Tampa. So the series is tied 3-3. What a series this has been. Columbus kind of went out in the early lead, but the last 2 games, Tampa comes back, ties the series up. Nice save there by Bishop. And Tampa wins it 2-1 as they do a great job here, even though they were outshot 41-23 and out hit 24-14. But I tell you, at the time when they needed it, they did an excellent job. 4 power play attempts for Columbus. They could not get 1 goal to go in. So Tampa finds a way to win here. Bishop with 40 saves for Tampa in this game. He gets the first star. Johnson with a goal for Columbus, and then the other Johnson for Tampa Bay scored also for the Lightning. And I tell you, Tampa Bay, I mean, they're hanging in there. And now comes the Washington-Carolina series. Washington, if they win, it will be 4-2 series win. And for Carolina, if they win, they're going to force Game 7 back in Washington. So Carolina Game 6 right here. I'll tell you what a series, what a lead at the end of the first period. As Wilson scored for the Caps, then Beagle near the end. Nordstrom tied it early on after Wilson pulled the Caps ahead, and the Beagles scored near the end of the first period to give Washington a 2-1 lead. And then simming past the second period, so no change there. Still 2-1. The Caps. The Caps are doing what they have to do here. Let's see if they can hang on here and finish this thing out very close in the shots here. 24-23 in favor of Washington. So Washington trying to win the series. Carolina just trying to Carolina hoping to force Game 7 back in Washington. Of course, the defending champs want to move on in the playoffs.
If you're just with us, it's been a tremendous bit of hockey so far.
So 8:59 left to go. So nice win of the puck there. And I tell you, Carolina showing a lot of aggression here, trying to. So nice just cover of the puck there for Washington, as goaltender will just cover it and save it. So Stahl and Kuznetsov. Now Stahl there with the interception. So right now, I'll tell you, oh, nice deflection there of the shot. And Ovechkin. We'll whip this around the other way. Williams. And Ovechkin. Nice defense there for Washington as they quickly get rid of it here. So now they're pulling. Oh my goodness. Oh man, finish for Slavin. And it's 2-2. As Holtby could not stop that last shot there. Carolina ties it up as Jacob Slavin. Just past Holtby there. So that will put the oh my goodness, what a there's, oh my goodness, a penalty with 6 seconds left to go. So, see what happened here. Just Orlov with the Dmitry Orlov guilty of the trip. So with 6 seconds, looks like we could be heading towards overtime. And it is so we're heading to overtime here. Carolina And Washington will play extra hockey here in Carolina. So who will win this game? As Carolina would like to win to stay alive, Washington would love to just go ahead and so far this has not been a game to remember for Washington. 4 minutes, both teams for power play, for penalty time. Thank you. We gotta love the overtime here. So welcome back to Carolina once again, as it is anybody's ball game at this point. So Orlov going to finish out the remaining 154. Just missed the puck there. So 20 some seconds left. Oh, man rush again. And this time, no chance. As Holtby was like a brick wall there, saving that one. So nicely done by Holtby to keep the Carolina Hurricanes. Nice ringing shot there. Oh, again Holtby with the nice save. And I mean, they are really, this type of game is going to be very tough to determine who's going to win this thing. Nice save there on the... And there's a nice wrist shotter. Backstrom with the win, and Washington moves on to the next round. So the defending Stanley Cup champs will move on to the next round. As nicely done. That's Backstrom with a nice go-ahead goal. And this was a very tough and good series for both teams, as Holtby and his counterpart sharing some kind words there at the end. But another game going into overtime, and I'll tell you, yes indeed, nice breakaway goal there. Nice pass there, Backstrom catching that back end of just that side of the post, and it goes in. Washington moves on. It was not a pretty game for either team, but Washington finds a way. Beagle with a goal and assist, Holtby with 29 saves, and Carlson with 2 assists in the series, as Washington will move on. So that leaves the Jets and the Blues in this playoff series. I tell you, what else can you say? This has been a battle. So St. Louis scores 1 goal at the end of the first period. Well, they took 16 shots. Winnipeg only had 6. So St. Louis maybe trying to go for Winnipeg scoring 3 goals. 3 goals in that second period, so they certainly are not going away easily. Winnipeg still in the lead, 3-1. So can the Jets win another one and then force Game 7 back in Winnipeg? That would be highly interesting here tonight. So 0 for 3. St. Louis in the power play. As they will whip it around here. Nice knockdown there from Winnipeg. Oh my goodness. My goodness, boy. And the power play finally trims off there, so, and that puck goes into the crowd. So share out top 10 in penalty minutes, and Thorburn with 10 minutes of penalty time. Nice wrist, nice recovery there. Good. Holy cow! What a booming hit there on St. Louis's player. Nice shot there, but so they will kind of just chuck it, get rid of it. And again, nice. Petrangelo just really in a bad way here. And that, offsides. Bummer. So Lowry, third in hits for the series here. Nicely done there. Good tie up. And again, big hit. So now St. Louis pulling their goalie here. And again, nice defense. Empty netter, as they will, Hullebuck will just hang on. 27 seconds here, St. Louis. Game 7 would be back in Winnipeg. And that is a nice goal. So they kind of just got it right where they needed it, and St. Louis man trying to get it, and easy goal there on the empty netter here. Here it is once again, number 19 trying to get it, and then Wheeler just knocked it in. He just really did not have control there of the puck. So 4-1 Wheeler with his second goal. Schwartz as Hellebuck will hang on. 11 seconds to go. Winnipeg 11 seconds away from forcing Game 7 here. Connor Hellebuck doing an excellent job here tonight. Once again, that's the last. And Allen, 1 second on the face-off once again. So Winnipeg looking to take this to Game 7. Winnipeg ahead of the face-off battle. And that will do it. So Game 7, here we go to Winnipeg. It's Connor Hellebuyck. Another 30 save night for him as he just excellent job at goal. Once again, and Allen, gave up 3 goals. The other one was on the empty netter. So great job. So let's see, 30-24 shots taken in favor of St. Louis. 23-17 hits taken for Winnipeg as they delivered the hits on St. Louis in this game. Passing has got to get better for Winnipeg. Only 57% percentage in their passing, 77 for St. Louis. 8 minutes of penalty minutes for Winnipeg in this game. 4 power play goal attempts, power play chances, but none of them went in. But Winnipeg did win the face-off 47-40 in this game. So great job, Hellebuyck, 29 saves. Wheeler with 2 goals for Winnipeg, and Sheaf had 1 goal, 1 assist in this game. So again, Winnipeg, I'd say it looked like this series was going to be over, and I tell you, Winnipeg just never say die attitude. The last 2 games ties the series up 3-3. Yep, gotta love hockey here at this point. Only 2 series is left: the Columbus Blue Jackets, Tampa Bay Lightning, and St. Louis and Winnipeg. Both Game 7s, Tampa Bay, Florida, and Winnipeg in Canada. So Columbus and Tampa Bay, who will win Game 7? That is going to be the big question. Tampa Bay had 2-1 on Columbus at the end of the first period, despite Columbus getting 4 more shots than Tampa Bay did, 12-8. And then second period, it's deadlock tied 3-3. Columbus still in the lead with shots 21-18. So we're going to go ahead and jump and see if Tampa Bay or Columbus are going to move on to the next round. I can tell you one thing, both teams are going to be my goodness. This just does not seem to be our night tonight, does it?